Worshipful homage unto the Supreme Reality, the eternal, the unchanging, the ever-enduring Sat, existence, that which alone is the reality. The path that leads to the realization of this reality is the path that gives certainty to life, significance, and meaning to existence. It endows one with strength, and then ultimately becomes the liberator from all error. It provides for the human individual soul a purpose, and purposefulness is the secret of strength. It is strength. Certainty is strength. Certainty is a power that overcomes all that stands in the way. Uncertainty is weakness that lays one open to all the contrary pulls and pushes that abound everywhere in the phenomenon called life. Certainty endows one with a sense of purpose and a sense of overcoming. It is the strength of a seeker who knows what is to be attained. Because, when the goal is clear, when the path is visible and known, and the direction is definite, then life becomes a powerful movement forward towards the goal. Therefore, it is necessary that we know what we are striving for, that we know what we are seeking, and that we have a definite plan and purpose. There should be no delusion. There should be no confusion. There should be clarity of thought. A person who has no delusions, who has no confusion, who is very clear and definite about what he has made up his mind to reach, has no lack of clarity, he has no uncertainty, there is not the least doubt in his mind. He is sure. He has chosen after great thought, so there is no hesitation. There is a total integration of all his being towards that self-chosen goal. Every bhakta, every jijnesu, every yogi, every Vedantin, every sadhaka has to be apramata, meaning careful, watchful, and vigilant. He has to attain that state where there is no doubt left. And it is this ever-awake condition of spiritual awareness that will guarantee the straight, onward flight of the arrow, meaning yourself, towards your target, which is Brahman, God experience, self-realization, illumination, bliss beyond all sorrow. That is the target, the objective, and you have to reach that, enter into and become one with that supreme target. That is possible only if there is no uncertainty, no vacillation, no confusion, no hesitation. I have known what it is that I aspire after, long for, wish for in this my life. Having pondered it well, weighed the pros and cons, deeply reflected, and having seen what this world is, known its hollowness, its absolute pettiness, its purely evanescent nature where everything is transitory and subject to decay and dissolution, I have turned away. I have now known what there is to be attained. Significance, except that in and through this wilderness I can attain that state of everlasting light and blessedness. I gather together all my energies, all my potential, my entire life, and readily, willingly, gladly, with great enthusiasm, zest, and zeal I dedicate myself for this great attainment. This is what I am. That is what my life constitutes, the flight of this sharp arrow, speeding from the bow towards the target. That is what my life is, that is how I conceive it. I clearly see my life to be this speeding arrow going unerringly in the direction of the supreme goal, which is nothing less than Brahmanhood, God experience. Thus, clearly knowing oneself and knowing what one's life is, one should speed on towards that great goal. That is the essence of the moment-by-moment, day-to-day life of the true seeker, the classic yogi. He is ever intent upon this achievement. And everything has meaning for such a being only with reference to this great quest and attainment. If it is not relevant to that great attainment, then that thing ceases to have any place in a true seeker's life. This is the life triumphant. This is an effective life. This is a life where uncertainty is minimal and purposefulness is maximum. Such a life alone is a life that makes one thrive and gives joy, satisfaction, and great inspiration. This needs to be considered in relation to one's life. Does my life have a definite purposefulness, a clear-cut goal? Have I set my direction? Have I adopted a set of principles that will help me move in this direction? And finally, have I an ideal which inherently contains within itself all these three?